So then after school, of course, I said, is acting or nothing? That's my question. That's what I always. So I moved into that space permanently. And I was going for, what do you call it, for auditions and all, but that was my passion, but I wasn't anywhere near what I wanted to be. It's very easy for me to have just said, oh, I was the head boy in my secondary school and not tell you that I was actually suspended at some point, but reinstated again for good conduct and good behavior. So I went to 4 different universities. First university I was studying law. I was in 200 level, going to 300 level. Law was the course. We had it on the news. That was why we got angry. We had it on the news that law wasn't accredited and that anyone studying law in that particular institution was doing so at his or her own risk. Wahala. So that was when no, we can't accept that, and we protested. And you know how protests are. By virtue of me being me, I was very active in the demonstration, and I was asking that the management address the issue as quick as possible. So I was in the forefront, and then wanting to reach one thing, I left the school, went to the other one. That one wasn't even in Nigeria. I don't take in to insult and disrespect, because I do not insult or disrespect others. So when I feel insulted or disrespected, I address it, and I ask that the other person does better, because I believe that we all should be treated fairly and with. So I challenged the lecturer then, because we have one mentality that if the person is a lecturer or the person is authority, we just feel. Now this is in no way advocating for insubordination or for one to be rebellious, because that's the term I use anytime I speak up for myself. They say he's rebellious. No, we must come to terms with the fact that students are not robots, or that individuals who have submitted to higher authority by virtue of the position that those leaders occupy. The third one, it wasn't really much a fight. It was the fact that I was deceived to receive admission in the school. The second university was also law. So the third one, I said, look, I'm not doing this law. It's as if too much of the law that I've studied is entering my head, and I want to become Femi Falana. So maybe that's why I was challenging every authority and saying, no, this is wrong. But that was me just being concerned and just asking for better. So I said, okay, look, let me just go back to my first love, theater. And I will do theater. So the third university, I did the exams in Lagos, and I was given admission for theater art. I got to the school, my greatest surprise. The school did not have theater art. And then the dean of the student affairs at the time called me and then sat me down and said, oh, we have started theater arts, but that I could do English. I'm like, oh, please. I'm a village people after me. This is going to be my third university, and now the course I want to study, you give me admission for it, and then you are telling me that you do not have, you have not started to teach that particular course. I didn't know what to do. So I said, okay, look, my parents advised that I should stay through the year, and then the following year I would just get a transcript and go to another school that I had to get out. In all of this, my parents never wanted for me to go to a federal university. Maybe because they felt, oh, and now I'm the federal university, So I left there and then to the final one. And guess what? I did 100 level, 200 level, 300 level, 400 level in the final one, all going smooth. Although I had a lot of things I can't go into. And just as I was about to graduate from the fourth university, I was expelled. Now, I was president of the student association in that university. And of course, me, there were a lot of arguments, a lot of fights, a lot of this. So, look, the students deserve to be treated right, this one, that one. And a lot. So, graduating, they didn't just want me to graduate like that after this boy caused so many wahala. And then there was close to the graduation, I made a Facebook post, and then the school felt the post had to do with them, and they said the content of the post was defamatory, and defamatory to the school management, which actually in the post it was a writing, because I used to write a lot. Well, I still write now, just that now I focus on my content. My writing then used to be articles about government, about authority, about, So I did a post like that. I wrote something, and in as much as I didn't mention the name of any university, this particular university thought it was about them, and I was expelled. So we took the school to court, and then we decided to settle out of it. And hooray! I got my certificate, did my NYSC, and so after school, now moving into where we are now by God's grace and where we believe we're still going. After school, I now started acting fully. Bear in mind that even all these past years, I've been doing film, been going for audition, casting calls, gotten some roles as extra, some few serious roles, So then after school, of course, I said, is acting or nothing? That's my passion. That's what I always do. So I moved into that space permanently. And I was going for, for auditions and all, but that was my passion, but I wasn't anywhere near what I wanted to be. But I created a theater troupe, Mr. Macaroni theater troupe. Well, it's still in existence. Just that I've not been paying so much attention. I pray that we get ourselves together. So because I strongly believe in theater, I love theater, and I want to do stuff in that space too. So we go for rehearsals a lot, but the roles were not coming. Bear in mind that I had quite a number of issues with some producers when I started, because there was a particular one. I remember the first issue I had on set was I went for a job like that, and then production manager at the time, we went to shoot at Oyo, and then production manager, I was one of the extras, because I was on that set, and I didn't even know what role I wanted to play yet. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was just on the set waiting. It was like the third day I was actually going to work, third or fourth. So, but before, I think that day I was supposed to shoot, so the production manager came out and was like, we should, because there were always kids playing around. He said that we should make sure they do not disturb the shoot that was going in. I mean, the stars were inside. So, well, I even tried my best to tell one of them to keep quiet. I just put it back on that. That's more like him saying, what, she won't play in our own yard. I told the boy, sorry, you. And then I laughed. I mean, it was just yard, truthfully. And so they were still playing. And then the production manager came back out and then he said, that wasn't that actually. So and he faced me immediately. So I think he's had something in his mind for me. Well, that's at the time, because now talk, well, not every day, but at least we see, we greet each other. So he faced me directly and he said, you wake up with me, and I looked and I said, look, this is not my work. I told them to keep quiet, but they wouldn't listen. But I'm here as an actor, not a crew person, so you cannot give me that responsibility. Yes, I'm sorry, I'm an extra. I'm playing the role of an extra. I don't even know what I'm playing yet, but it gives you no rights to lord over me. So I'm a part of the project, even though it is as an extra. I deserve to be treated with respect. And it's part of the good fight that we are fighting now, saying that even if the person is just coming to walk by on the set, you have to accord that person some level of respect and decency. Because before anything, the person is human like you are. So you cannot say maybe because the person is not a star yet, you just get to treat the person as you like. No. So, everyone was like, why are you talking to the production manager like that? Blah, blah, blah. That one. So, I think because of my stance on certain issues and my principles and this, there used to be quite a lot of this thing, So, I hardly used to get roles and all of that. I was getting frustrated, getting so tired, everything. So on the verge of giving up. Look, I will not jackpot like this or find something else to do. I can't just be at home. So social media came. There's been social media. A lot of these of my colleagues in the entertainment industry have been doing well. And for content creation specifically, there were a lot of guys already big doing it. Brother Shaggy, Maraji, Lasisi, name them twice, a lot. So, but in all honesty, content creation for online media, short videos, I didn't want to do that. I never wanted to do that. I wanted the film, proper film, or TV series, I was seeing everything at the time, but for some reason, I can't do that. Sure, by that time, God was just looking at me, really serious, So it was out of my frustration and my depression and my tiredness that led me to say, look, I can't just be looking. These people are not calling me for work. Those that are your guys in TV, film, they are not giving me roles. They are not giving me the chance to showcase my talent. So why not just do something for yourself? So it was the depression that led me into creating content. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is you get, especially depending on your passion, you get tired, you get frustrated, you get depressed, annoyed, and also depending on your principles, what you stand for, kind of person, things won't work out the way you want them to work out or the way you think they should work out. The way I used to think they should work out was that, treat everybody with respect. Everyone deserves a chance. If someone goes for an audition and he does well, give him the role now. But no, it's politics. There's a lot of things that go into play. So things, it's not like you just get there. It's not like I just started and boom, everything. No, a lot happens. So I was just tired, and then I started to do that, creating content and saying, okay, look, my social media platform is there now. I don't know how to do it, but whatever I'm doing, let me just put it online. And then I started that. And when I started, I wasn't getting any traction, any engagement, nothing, because even my friends that were engaging whatever I was doing then later confessed that, all the ones I was doing before, and they didn't like it, that they were just supporting me, that I was just doing nonsense that time. I said, wow. So even when you start, people might not like what you do. And that's not a crime. It simply means you need to keep pushing, because when you keep pushing, you will always have a chance. It is only when you stop pushing or when you're not even pushing at all that you never get a chance. If God's grace is going to work for you, God's grace has to meet you doing something. Because you cannot just be seated and then, you become a star if you want to be a star, or you become successful at your workplace. If you are not working, will you even be in a workplace in the first place? No. So let's even say, there are some funny stories of maybe someone is fixing a car for someone, or maybe the person is a plumber, is doing some house work, and then maybe the owner of the house say, oh, I really want to help you, I want to set up something for you. So if that person was doing something sharp, what the blessing met him one way or the other. So you must be doing something. I don't think, well, it might have happened, but I'm sorry, I've not heard when maybe the person was not doing anything. It was just sleeping. Nobody, people have to see you if they even want to touch, bless your life. So even if it happens, maybe it's 1 in a million. So you need to be doing something. You can never get tired. You can never, tiredness, frustration, depression should not be the reason why you're giving up your dream. It should be a push. It should be a motivation that, look, I need to just keep pushing. One day, you never can tell. And because when I started to create more content, I just kept doing it. And finally, because I was trying different characters. And then the man with the Agbada concepts just entered my head. I tried it. And of course, it's not like it just came through like that. But gradually, people were just, have you seen this guy? This guy. So, I just did not stop. So, I'm encouraging anyone seeing this or watching this, you can't afford to stop. And then even when you finally start, and when it seems like you are getting there, or you are getting some kind of engagement, and that people are knowing you, and people are loving you and appreciating your work, challenges will always come. I mean, look at me, for instance. So you see, while I was narrating the earlier days, something about me has not changed, and there's the fact that I do not tolerate disrespect. I like that people are treated fairly and justly. So if I find that you're trying to disrespect me, or that you are trying to cheat me, I will speak up for myself, and I'll speak up for others. So that has not changed. And of course, a number of people know that has put me in some kind of trouble. I've been arrested by the police, I've been beaten up by the police, I've been dehumanized, I've been brutalized. They've done all sorts, right? So, that moment, that experience was enough for me to just, for a while, just go and say, look, I'm no more doing anything, I'm tired, I want to die, it was enough for me to just give up, just give it all up and say, look, I can't function, I can't. But it pushed me. It pushed me because I know some people, they want to share, I'll be happy to do also. They say that they want to share me. So no, I will give you a chance to do that, because I always like to stay on top. I always like to stay ahead. Not in terms of maybe my colleagues or that. I mean, I would never give those that want to bring me down the joy of seeing me down. No, God forbid it. I deal with a lot of pressure every day. I'm working, thinking of new ideas, thinking of new avenues to explore, thinking of new things to do. So I channel the pressure and the energy into creating more beautiful work that the people out there can enjoy. So because of course there are a lot of people, there's no deny. I know that this place, especially because of my speaking up, how I'm vocal about certain things that I do not appreciate. Quite a number of people don't, that boy is a nonsense boy, or is this, is too much, blah, blah, they have a lot to say. So, and it's not like we don't see the negative energy. It's not like we don't see the negative comments, the negative remarks. We see those things. But what keeps you going, what keeps me going, is the strength that I have in who I want to be. Well, I've gotten to some level, but we're nowhere near where we want to be. We want to do bigger things, greater things for me to enjoy, for everyone around me to also enjoy. Because at the end of the day, if I'm not doing what I enjoy doing, there will be too much pain in my heart, too much pain. So I stay motivated. To say that there are no challenges. It's a even when you are at a very high level, or when people are saying that boy is doing well, oh yes, people always say that. But there are always challenges. Things will come up, and you must keep up with the strength to always tackle those things. So, well, this is my story. There's more. But then is the reality that my teacher, Professor Yerima, always says that because the world is spinning, you must continue to spin along with the world. So because something has happened to you, or because you know where you want to be, or because you're not getting chances or opportunities, it will never be enough reason for you to stop or to give up on your dreams. Your dreams are valid. You need to continue to spin along and think of 1,000,001 ways whereby you can achieve the dream that you want to achieve. Will things be difficult? I don't want you to lose track of this. This is no motivational speaking. Things will be tough. Things will be hard. Life will come at you. Different things will happen. But at the end of the day, what makes you the man or the woman that you want to be is the strength that you have gathered to be able to overcome those challenges and always stay on top of your challenges. Let's start.